Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Therese. So I invite you to clear a space, bring out a chair, make sure it's something sturdy, nothing that rolls back and forth. And we're going to start by coming away from the back of the chair. We'll sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders, turning palms up, maybe closing the eyes, or letting the chin draw down to the chest, gazing at the knees. Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Therese. Feel free to take this time out of your day just for you. As we go through our practice, just remember nothing should hurt. Take a break when you need to. And if we come into a pose that doesn't feel right for you, feel free to maybe sit it out until we move into the next pose. And just remember that your body is the true teacher. So listen inside to see the messages it may send you today. So we'll start in a nice seated position, nice and tall. Feel free to turn the palms up so we can get all that beautiful energy that the universe wants to bestow on us. Lengthen through the spine. Either close the eyes or gaze at the knees. We'll just take the next few moments to feel the breath draw in and out of the body. In our practice, we inhale and exhale through the nose. As we inhale, we're going to breathe into the belly, into the ribs, into the top of the chest. As we exhale, we'll exhale out of the chest, out of the ribs, out of the belly. As you inhale, maybe pause for a second or two before you exhale. When you exhale out all the air, maybe pause for a second or two before the next inhale. With each exhalation, just letting go of the day, the week, the month. Next breath, chin will draw towards the chest. We'll let the head hang. Next breath, lift that chin up to the sky. Open and close the mouth. Close the mouth, bring chin to chest. And we're going to rock that head up towards the sky and chin to chest. Coordinating with your breath. Next time chin comes to chest, we'll pause here and roll right ear towards right shoulder and down around towards left. And again, over towards the right and down around to the left. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Next time chin comes to chest, we're going to stack up one cervical vertebrae at a time, nice and tall. Hands will come down alongside the body, and we're just going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. See if you can make the biggest circle possible with the shoulders. Let the arms relax down to the earth. We'll circle in the opposite direction. Any pops, snap, crackle pops you hear are okay, as long as they're not painful. They might go away the longer that we do the circle. We'll pause the shoulders, circle the hands around in one direction, and then the other. Now, from here, we're going to open up through the chest. So I invite you to take hold of the back of the chair, and we're just going to lean forward as we hold onto the back. Now, make sure you keep the back legs of the chair on the earth, and we're just going to get that beautiful stretch in the front part of the chest. So if you've been sitting for a while or letting those shoulders round forward, this will probably feel really, really good. Now, if you'd like, if you don't feel the stretch a lot, you can always bring the arms up a little bit higher. But again, remember to keep the back legs of the chair on the floor. On the next breath, we'll bend the elbows so that we lift up nice and tall. Hands on thighs, relax the shoulders, seated cobra. Elbows tucked in, spine long. We're going to hinge forward with a straight spine. So we're going to engage the muscles of the lower back, middle back, upper back. We're going to lengthen through the neck, and our gaze will be slightly forward, maybe about 3 feet ahead. We'll also engage the abdominals so that we can protect the lower back. Now, a little bit of a challenge for us, if you choose. We're going to keep the spine where it is. We're going to let the arms release down towards the floor, and then we're going to float those arms up towards the ears. Remember, key word is towards, not to. We're going to do our best. It's going to be a pretty intense stretch. Keep the muscles of the back and the belly engaged. Smooth and steady breath. Then on the next breath, we're going to lift up, bring hands on thighs, cat-cow curl. Inhale, exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift up, open up, heart to sky. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift up. One more. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift up. Now, when we come back through center, we're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring that ankle on top of the thigh. If this is not doable for you today, you can always lean back and then let that ankle slide down the leg. Finding that position that's for you. The right foot is going to be flexed. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to get that stretch in the hip. You can stay here or maybe lead with the heart forward. Breath is smooth. Find that nice edge, somewhere in between, I'm just hanging out, or oh my gosh, how much longer do we have to hold this? Relaxing the shoulders, feel the breath. Now, you can stay here, or you can lift, take the hands underneath the foot and the knee, and then draw that leg up towards the chest. So we can bring the right knee towards the right shoulder, the right foot towards the left shoulder. If you find that's too intense, you can always bring that heel down towards the crease of the hip. Nice, steady breaths, no huffing, puffing. So we'll release that leg. We're going to uncross, and then we'll just open and close those legs. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So we can bring that ankle up on top of the thigh, foot is flexed, spine is long. Maybe stay here or take your journey forward. And be inquisitive. Notice what the body might be sharing with you. How is it different than on the other side? Maybe tighter, maybe looser, maybe warming up. All different messages. From here, we'll lift up if you'd like to progress. We're going to take the hand underneath and the ankle, and we'll bring that leg up towards the chest. Spine is long. Sometimes the tendency to get that leg up, we round forward. I want you to keep the spine the best you can lifted up. Breath is smooth. Looking really good. Being kind to the body today. Then from here, we're going to lower that leg down, and then we'll uncross the leg. Now, we're going to make our way to a standing position behind the chair. If standing is not for you, you can stay seated in the chair. So we'll stand up, go to the back of our chair, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. If you're seated in the chair, you're going to have your hands on your thighs. For those of us that are standing, we're going to take a little bit of a step back so we have room in between our chest and our chair. Thread the needle. We're going to take that right arm, we're going to lift it up, we're going to open up that arm up to the sky, and then we're going to twist, and we're going to reach that hand underneath that left wrist. And if you're standing, you're going to bring your ear towards the top of the chair. If you're seated, you're going to bring the ear towards your knee. We're going to inhale, lift up, and exhale, reach. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, reach. Once more. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, reach and hold. Notice if you can reach a little bit further, feeling the twist in the torso, the length of the arm. And then we'll unwind, lifting that arm up and float it back onto the chair. So, other side, we're going to take that left arm, open up to the sky, and then we're going to twist and reach and hold over to the right side of the room. Unwind. Inhale, lift up, open up the heart to the sky, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist. Inhale up, and exhale, twist and hold. Smooth and steady breath. Then we'll unwind, and then we'll release the hand back to the side. We're going to step to the right side of our chair. Now, if you're sitting, you're still going to be away from the back of the chair, feet firmly on the floor. For those of us standing, we're going to have our feet hip distance apart, and all of us are going to have our feet, all 10 toes pointing forward. So our mountain pose. We're going to turn our palms facing forward. We're going to reach the fingertips down towards the earth and really ground down through the ball of the big toe, little toe, heel. Feel the body lift up towards the sky. Feel the muscles engage in the entire body. Imagine as if your fingertips reach a little bit longer. Spine is long. On the next breath, we're going to float those arms up towards the sky. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. So if you have shoulder issues, it's okay to let the arm hang down, whether it's the right or left. From here, we're going to interlace our fingers together. We're going to kick our hips to the right, and then we're going to lift and arch over towards the left. So if you're sitting, you're pressing that right buttocks into the chair, and then we're lengthening through the spine. So our head isn't going to rest down on the arm, it's going to be in between the two arms. Nice and steady breath. And then we'll lift up, a little bend in the knee, wiggle through the hips, and then release the arms. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to start in mountain again. We're going to take the hands and open the palms towards the front. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and really engage the back muscles. Feel the openness of the heart. Smooth and steady breath. From here, we're going to float those hands up to the sky, interlace the fingers, kicking the hips out to the left, lift and reach over to the right. Steady breath. Beautiful. Notice where the stretch begins and ends. We'll lift up, bend the knees, wiggle through the hips, and release down. We'll roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Now we're going to come behind our chair for our warrior two. So if you're seated, again, you're near the front of the chair. You're going to open up your legs out wide. We're going to take our legs out wide if we're standing behind the chair. We're going to turn our toes out towards the right. Left toes will turn in about 20 degrees. We'll bend that front knee so the knee is on top of the ankle, and then we'll float that right arm up. If you're uncomfortable, feel free to take that left arm back. Notice if you're leaning forward or leaning back. We want to do our best to get our shoulders on top of our hips. Now that back leg, you want to press down through the blade of the foot, lengthen through the spine, and breathe. Feel the extension out through the arms. Now, reversing our warrior, we're going to turn our right palm up. Left hand can either be on the chair or slide it down the leg. We're going to lift, reach, gaze at that palm. We'll lift back up. And then we'll come into our side angle pose. So we can bring that forearm on the thigh. If that's too low for you, put your hand on the thigh. Left hand can be on the chair if needed, or lift that arm up, or reach it over the ear. So imagine your shoulders are stacked on top of one another. Beautiful. We'll lift back up into that warrior two. Straighten the leg, feet forward, hands to heart center. Phew. So let's do that on the other side. Left toes turn out, right toes turn in. Reach out the arms, and we're going to bend the front knee. So we want to sink down rather than sinking forward. Press down through the outside of that right foot, lengthen out through the arms, and breathe. Maybe check in to see if your arms are the same height if you have no shoulder issues. Imagine your pinkies are trying to reach back towards the back wall. Reversing our warrior, flipping front hand up. Either hold onto the chair or slide down the leg. You're going to keep that front knee bent, tracking over the second and third toe. Breathe, smooth breath. Lift back up, warrior two, side angle. Forearm or hand on that thigh. Lift, reach, scrape the sky. Shoulders are relaxed as you reach the arm away from the pinky toe. Smooth breath. Float back up, warrior two. Straighten the legs, feet forward, hands to heart. And then we're going to heel toe the feet in. We'll come over to the right side of our chair. So balance for today is our tree pose. So sitting or standing, we can still do this pose. We'll be away from the back of the chair, feet rooted into the earth if you're in the chair. For those of us standing, we're going to take our right leg and open up the knee out to the side. If you're seated, you can let that heel rest on the ankle. If you're standing, you can bring it to the ankle or to the calf or to the inner thigh. We're going to press down through that standing foot. Right hand can come to heart center, maybe left. Now as you're holding here, we're going to open up that knee out to the side. Find your drishti point to gaze at, and then maybe grow your tree. Maybe open the branches. Steady body, steady breath, steady awareness. And then very gracefully, we'll bring our hands back to heart center. We'll release that leg, release the arms, and shake it out. So let's go to the other side. So on the other side of our chair, we're just going to do the same thing with the opposite leg. We're going to take that left leg, open it out to the side. We'll plant our heel either on the ankle or the calf or the inner thigh. Pressing down and long through that standing leg. Bring one or both hands to heart center. So remember, the chair is always here for support if needed. Opening that knee out to the side, feel the stretch in the groin. And then maybe reaching up towards the sky. Maybe opening out to the side. Beautiful. Next breath, we'll bring our hands back to heart center. We'll release that leg, and then we're going to shake out those legs. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And we're going to grab a quick drink of water. So if you do have your water handy, let's go ahead and get some water. Now from here, we're going to be away from the back of the chair, and we're going to go ahead and lean our back against the back of the chair. You can hold on to the chair for support, and we're going to lift up our right leg and bring it down. And let's lift that left leg up and bring it down. So if this is for you today, you can just lift that leg up and down, okay? Or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, we can bring that right leg up and maybe add the left. Maybe add the arms. Steady breath, steady body, steady awareness. Maybe lowering the feet down and lifting up, or not, up to you today. Next breath, we'll lower it all the way down. We'll come away from the back of the chair. Hands on thighs, cat and cow curl. Inhale. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, open the heart. And exhale, round. Inhale. and exhale. Once more. Inhale and exhale. Now, as we sit up nice and tall, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it behind our back. And then we're going to bend the elbow and we're going to point the fingertips up towards your head. So I'll stand up so that you can see. You're going to take that arm back, bend the elbow, and point it towards your back of the head. Now, if you can't quite do that, it's okay if it's here. If it's okay, it's here. Go where it feels right for you. We'll still stay up nice and tall. Tendency when we're super tight in here is we'll round forward in order to get it up higher. So you're just going to keep that chest lifted. And then let's release. We can roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then we'll do the other side. Left hand, we'll bring it behind the back. And then bend that elbow, point it towards your head, and lift up nice and tall. And just notice the differences. For me, this side over here is always so much tighter than the other side. So even the position looks a little bit different, but that's okay. I don't force it to make it look like the other side. I go where I can find my edge and I get a nice good stretch. If I forced it, I'd probably end up pulling something, hurting myself, and then I'd just be miserable for a day or two. So it's just not worth it, right? Then on the next breath, we'll go ahead and release. Hands will come alongside the body. We'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then we'll roll the shoulders in the other direction. Releasing the shoulders, we're going to bring our hands up. We're going to touch our thumbs over to the base of the pinky. And then the pointer finger is going to come down by the palm, middle, ring, and pinky. Again, thumbs over to the right, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Thumb over to the right, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Last time. You got it. And then we'll shake it all the way out. We're going to take those hands, we're going to interlace, we'll press the palms forward, come to your version of height, lift up, reach back. We'll lift up, we're going to twist to the right. We'll twist to the left. We'll come back to center. We'll round forward. We'll lift up and then release the hands and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Very nice. So full body stretch before we get into Savasana. So we're going to lean back. We're going to take those legs out long, and then we'll reach the arms away from the legs. Nice full extension. Breathe deep. Then we'll release the arms. We'll bring the hands alongside the chair, walk the feet in, and we'll scooch all the way back into the chair. From here, we'll have our feet grounded into the earth. If they're not grounded down to the earth, you can get a hardback book, or if we still have telephone books, you can put the telephone book underneath your feet. Or if you have a yoga block, you can put the yoga block underneath your feet. We're going to let the back rest against the back of the chair. We'll turn our palms up, and then feel free to close your eyes or gaze at your knees. And just go back to the breath that we practiced in the beginning. Filling the breath as it comes into the belly, into the ribs, into the top of the chest. With each exhalation, letting go of anything remaining that maybe we just didn't get to. Releasing all that no longer serves you. Feel it release on each exhalation. Then take a moment to think of something that brought you joy today. Maybe it was something that you saw outside. Maybe it was a conversation that you had. Maybe it's in anticipation of a trip that you're taking. Or maybe something new that you found out about yourself. Feel that sensation move throughout the entire body. And just breathe. Feel the breath as it draws in and out of the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. Scanning the body to see what might feel different or the same from when you walked into your practice today. And always thanking the body for all that it's done and all that it will continue to do. Closing our practice with 3 rounds of Om, taking an inhalation to prepare. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Bringing hands together, thumbs to heart, and bowing our head to honor the light and love within us, and to honor that same light and love that connects each and every one of us. Namaste. So thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and until I see you again, goodbye.